Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Cool little graphic, and I just saw a few places I could do a little bit better job on doing this. Pretty easy, just a couple of steps you need to think about it if you'll take a screenshot of that right there. So we're just gonna, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my first one a little thinner to make it more proportionate. So I'm gonna take a rectangle, and then I'm going to get the shape tool. I'm going to just bring that in. Okay, this rectangle is 0.61. So with my ratio locked, I'm going to go 0.5. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour the outside 0.5 that many times. See, this way they're equal. Now I'm contouring in green. I was working on something else. But if you'll go and break contour apart, then you can make them all red, and I would suggest Control G to group them. Now we're going to rotate this guy negative 45 degrees. And then we're going to Control D, and we're going to mirror it. And there's our heart. It may be not perfect. But what I want to do now is hold down the Alt key and slice through there, getting rid of that part of the heart. Now I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, set on red, and I've also got my nudge factor set. Don't ever do that when you got the Smart Fill tool in your hand. 8 inches. Let's see if that's enough. Nope. Let's make it 12. And I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool. I'm going to fill that in and nudge it over. Fill that in and nudge it over, and fill that in and nudge it over. Now I can delete this one, but I need to put a line there to stop it. So I'm going to go a 2-point line and go from there to there. Now I'm going to do the same colors, but I'm going to hit it, nudge, hit it, nudge, hit it, nudge. So now my heart's actually a little bit better and equal. So now what I'm going to do is several ways to do this. And because my heart's equal now, it'll actually be easier than the one I did. So I just took away the fill and added an outline. I'm going to take a 3-point curve, and I'm going to go from there to there, and I'm going to put a little curve to it. Now, because we are equally spaced, if I take that and hit the plus key and put it right there on that node, then I can Control D, and it puts it to the next one equally. Okay? Now, here's what I kind of made a mistake on a while ago. I didn't put a curve on this one. I don't really know how I can make that look better because it's going to be a smaller 3-point curve line. I don't know that it's going to look with a flip. Even if I take it here and make it, if I hold down the control button, get a perfect arch. And I can take my shape tool and elongate that, get rid of that node. I'm just trying to give it like a flow. Now I can take away with a virtual segment delete key, delete these lines. I don't have to delete any more lines. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool set on red and see how see how it went around that corner. I'm going to nudge it over, nudge it over, nudge it over, nudge it over, nudge it over. Now, to make it look like these are going into the bisque with a shadow, I am going to take a 2-point line, and I'm going to go from way out there to that tip. And then I'm going to hit the plus key, and I'm going to move it. Well, I don't have to do that. Yeah, I do, because I don't know the angle. I'm going to go up there and put there. Now, if I don't have a leak, hopefully, if these are touching, I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and set on black. Okay, I didn't bring that line far enough. So I'm just going to hold down the control button so it's perfect. Doesn't matter if it's too long. I'm going to fill that in, that in, that in, that in, that in. Then I'm going to get my interactive fill tool and I'm going to swipe across and I'm going to go ahead and put red at the top and then take a black at the bottom. I just want, see, this was the last one I had selected. So whenever you do this, select the one you want to do. So I'm going to put red up top. That way it'll kind of blend together and put a little black at the tip. Just a little bit. Whoa, I do that a lot. So just back up and bring this in. Maybe even bring that in a little bit. Now, you know what? You should really have this red down into here so they'll blend. That don't look too bad. Then take your attribute eyedropper. Take a sample of that, boom, 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 so they'll all be the same. Okay? Now we're going to take a 2-point line and go from kind of here, because we don't have to do that one, to here. You know what? I need to go all the way to there. Now, I don't really know the angle, and it's hard to see, so I'm going to make that line black. And I'm going to Control D, and I'm just going to move it up, kind of equally spaced. And I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, set on black. We probably don't really have to, but I think it's better. And I'm going to fill these in with black. Then I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and swipe across. Go ahead and put red up the top. The red is going to make it look like it's all one piece. So you won't have a separation there. I'm actually going to bring it down into there. Now I'm going to get the black. I just want a little bit of a black. I don't know what's going on here. Let me select this one. Make sure I got it. I do. Sometimes if you don't have it selected, it'll be doing something you don't see. So we're going to put black there. I missed it. No, I did. Sometimes that little window gets in the way. That looks pretty good. Now, interactive fill tool, not interactive fill tool, attribute eyedropper, which is a really cool tool. Now all we need to do is take our lines away. So we'll take that one away. Try to grab that one, didn't get it. No, if you can't get it, move that out of the way and then delete it and then move that back. You know what? I don't think it didn't keep my attribute. Let me back up here. I must have deleted it. You know what? Maybe I didn't do that one. So go ahead and make this black. Interactive. Well, you know what? I wonder if we can just do the attribute. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. There we go. Now take away this line. That other line's probably still there, but I don't think it's visible. Take away these two lines. And look at that. When you put a black box around it, it'll really show off that almost like it's bending. That's pretty cool. And there's a lot you could do with that. I'm a little bit high, maybe on that one. But see how it just kind of blends and looks like it's actually going into the bisque. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.